Good morning. Looking off to the west, we've got some quiet weather as far as wind is concerned, but raindrops continue to come down in Fargo from time to time. It's not a heavy rain here, at least not in Fargo. There are other places where we're seeing more substantial rain this morning, but this could all change as this system continues to work its way through the valley. We're seeing some heavier rain up north. We'll zoom in on that area in just a moment. Down into places like Griggs County, Steele County, back over toward Trail County, seeing some rain there too. Fargo Moorhead, it does look like we're getting a little more substantial rain just now lifting in, and we're seeing some more development down along that South Dakota border area too. So this is not done yet. It'll be a while today before we see things get a little bit better. Here's a look at that area of heavier rain. It basically stretches from Newfoundland all the way over toward Park River. So Walsh and into Marshall County in Minnesota, some good steady rain falling there. As we expand the view, you could see that there are some areas where there's not that much, where we're seeing some clear skies too in the Bismarck region. So there will be some pockets that don't see a whole lot here. Other places, again, getting continued rain in the valley here today, and the more dynamic stuff down to our south around Sioux Falls. So here's a look at our temperatures right now. We are warm. We are muggy too this morning. Temperatures are in the 50s to some low 60s. That is very warm for this time of year to be starting out at these numbers. It's 61 in Fargo, 58 in Grand Forks. The wind is coming in out of the north in the northern valley and out of the south or southeast for the most part of the southern valley, with the front bisecting the area. And you can see a gust to 22 miles per hour in Langdon right now, but that's our peak speed. Most of us seeing wind speeds in the single digits to some teens here this morning. Our visibility looks good, but of course where it's raining you would expect to have it lowered a bit, and that's the case over in Cooperstown and Carrington this morning. So here's that hour by hour planner. Expect to have some of those showers just continuing here this morning. Through the morning hours, we'll continue to watch those rotating here around that center of low pressure. And by noon, we'll be into the 50s to some low 60s, basically the same temperatures we're at right now, with mostly cloudy skies. Areas of rain in some pockets, northwest Minnesota especially, and then looking rather dry in places like Ellendale here. Getting into the afternoon, we may see some more showers and thunder showers pop up and bringing us that more heavier rain down in parts of Lakes Country here into the later evening hours tonight. So periods of rain today with mostly cloudy skies, temperatures staying in the 50s to some low 60s and maybe some mid 60s if we see some pockets of drying, and wind coming in out of the northwest. Eventually all of us will see that wind, northeast rather. That's eventually where we'll see most of our wind speeds coming in for today. Tomorrow that shifts a little bit, but we're still getting that northerly breeze reinforcing that cooler air. Notice how we still have mostly cloudy skies and even some rain, but it's more isolated starting off tomorrow. And that will be the case throughout the day. We'll see some spotty areas of rain affecting us, or maybe even an afternoon thunder shower, but more places dry than not during your Wednesday, and temperatures slightly warmer too. So over the next couple of days, we've got more rainfall potential, and as we saw in our hour by hour planner, more rain falling for a longer period of time in parts of northwest Minnesota, and that's why rainfall potential is looking greater there. Perhaps another inch of rain in that area. Other spots dropping off quite a bit, less than a half an inch in places out west. Here's our photo today, a sunset with the train tracks there. This is in Comstock. Thanks, Tiffany. And here's a look at our 7-day planner. The soggy couple of days, especially today, and then tomorrow starting to ease our way out of this. We get a break on Thursday, a high of 60 degrees. Heading into Friday, our next chance for some rain and thunder lifting into the valley, and that will clear, and this weekend does look quite nice, if not a little cool compared to last weekend's 80s and yesterday's 80-degree temperatures. We will see some 60s to some low 70s. Mother's Day actually looks pretty nice right now, and that warming trend continues to start next week.
It looks, I mean, the rain is good, but it's
good.
Still pretty good temperatures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cooler than what we've had, but I can't complain too much.
No, well, and we mentioned this earlier. You know, we were threatening records yesterday. That's how warm we were for this time of year. So heading back into the 60s, it might be a letdown for some people, but this is right around where we would expect to be in May. 60s isn't too bad.
Thank you, Lisa.
All right, well, grab a quick lunch and give back to local kids in the hospital. We'll tell you where to eat coming up next.